to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets, in a kind of a dusk setting, because the sun's going down. Today's beer is going to be the last of the Scottish beers I have in my fridge. It's going to be by the Harviestoun Brewery. It's going to be the Harviestoun Ola Dubh 12. This is the only Ola Dubh beer I get currently, though I would love to try some of the other ones. But a special thing about this beer is it's an old ale brewed by the Harviestoun Brewery, which is aged in Highland Park 12-year-old whiskey barrels, and that's kind of cool. It's an 8% alcohol in a 330 milliliter bottle, or 11.2 ounces, I believe. This one is from July 2009, so it's been maturing for a year in the bottle. I got some info here in this nice little pamphlet that sits around the neck of the bottle. It says here, Ola Dubh, or black oil, is named because it's gloopy and viscous. It is gloopy and viscous. This limited release has been matured in casks from Orkney's award-winning Highland Park distillery to add complementary whiskey notes to what is already an amazing brew. It is chocolatey with a roasty, bittersweet aftertaste. For more information, visit harviestoun.com. And it says here about the Highland Park 12-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey was awarded a double gold medal at San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2007. It lends balance, smoothness, and subtle smoke. And then it says here, Highland Park is made with the same enduring belief and integrity to the same exacting standards as it has been since 1798. That's why it's the most respected single malt in the world. Recently named Distiller of the Year. Like our friends at Highland Park, we at Harviestoun are passionate about quality. We hope you enjoy this Ola Dubh Special Reserve and you feel that our efforts to brew one of the world's finest beers have been worthwhile. Wow. Let's crack open this old ale. I like old ales a lot. I think the last old ale I reviewed on here was by the Beer Here Brewery, the Beer Here Erebus, and it's a Harviestoun cap underneath the little tinfoil thing, and that smells nice. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's based on the same recipe as the old engine oil. But let's get it poured into the fuller's snifter. Okay, that's way darker than I expected it to be. Oh, that just looks lovely. That looks almost like an imperial stout, actually. The color on this is black. I do get a slight amount of deep, dark red notes when looking down here in the bottom of the glass. The head, it's sort of like a tan roasted espresso head, but to me it somehow reminds me of dust, like a dusty. It's kind of dusty looking. I don't know why, but it looks nice though. Looks like a nice old ale. Pretty dark. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it reminds me a lot, actually, now when thinking of it, of the old engine oil. A lot of dark fruit, the whiskey. Wow, there's a lot of dark fruit in here, like plum and raisin, whiskey, the barrels, some oak, maybe. Actually, a touch of alcohol, even though it's even though it's on 8%. Slight amount of chocolatey note. Actually, also some roasted malt. Smells really nice. Smells like a nice barrel-aged whiskey type of beer. So let's give this Ola Dubh 12 a taste. Oh yeah, that is good. Oh, that's tasty. The body on it is nice. As they say, it's viscous. It's full. It's creamy. The alcohol isn't actually very well hidden. I do taste some alcohol. I'm also having this at room temperature because it's a big beer. I do taste some alcohol, but on top of that, there's some roasted malt. It's sort of like a very subdued imperial stout, but you get the roasted malt. There's a lot of whiskey and oak in the flavor. Also a good amount of dark fruit, some slightly earthy hops as well. The dark fruit is like, again, the plum, the figs, and maybe a little bit of raisins. A slight amount of roasted malt. It's very sweet. It's quite sweet, actually. Oh, look at that lacing. That just looks very nice. Very well tasting. Slight amount of roasted malt, slight amount of chocolatey notes as well. Now, it's also got that sort of dusty, old wood type of taste some barrel-aged beers has, which I find very nice. You can definitely taste the single malt whiskey. That definitely shines through. I would love to try some of the older versions, like maybe I think they have this 12, they have the 16, they have an 18, and then a 30 and a 40. I believe maybe also a 50, I'm not sure, but a beer aged in 30-year-old and 40-year-old whiskey barrels. That must be great. I'm not sure though, because I haven't had it, but this is a really, really good old ale. I like that you still can taste a little bit of earthy hops, even though it's over a year old. That's pretty impressive. But this is nice. This is a pretty nice old ale. Definitely one to check out if you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can get it, because as far as I've seen in like beer related videos where people show off the local beer stores, they've almost always had Harviestoun on their shelves. But yeah, I don't know, for you guys who don't do beer reviews, you may not get this, but it's definitely worth checking out. And rating wise, I'm gonna have to give this a 90. I've given out a lot of high grades lately, but I've been saving all the great beers for last. Done all the boring ones first, but this is really good. Definitely a 90. One little off-putting thing though is that there is a slight amount of alcohol in the taste, but other than that, this is a great old ale. If I can get a hold of the 16, 18, 30 or 40, I'm probably going to review that as well. But yeah, that's it for this beer review, guys. A 90 for the Harviestoun Ola Dubh 12. That is just a fantastic old ale. Yeah, remember to check that out if you can get it, and remember to comment. Let me know what you think of the Ola Dubh 12 if you've had it. Oh my god, just look at that lacing. That is just awesome. But yeah, remember to subscribe, comment, check out my older videos and all that. Leave a thumb up if you like the review. And guys, I will see you in another beer review. Cheers.